Crates, Remix Fundamentals, Volume 1. 11 Just Got Hits, remixed and regrouped for that spring-summer feeling. Featuring Spring-Summer Feeling, the Ron Trent mix. Another grooves from DJ Jazzy Jeff, Mr. Mig, Kyle West, and more. Crates, Remix Fundamentals, Volume 1. Available June the 26th, 2012.
What's up, everybody? I'm Wadey G from the G-List Society, and I'm really grateful to have a singer that I've been following for, it's been a decade now since he's been around, and been wanting to know where he's been, what he's doing, and all that great stuff, because I haven't heard from him in a while. Some of you haven't either. So this is an exclusive. I got R&B singer Donnie with me. How's it going?
Oh, everything is fine. You know, we're high, so you know.
That's right, man. We are, well, how many? 4 stories high.
Oh, yeah.
So we gon' stay focused on you guys right there, cause you know we ain't saying we're afraid of heights. We just,
yes,
you know.
I am.
So just wanna talk about your career. You've been absent for a while and stuff like that, and then I hear you got some new projects coming out. Album was the Daily News, came out in 2007, and I mean got really good reviews. You really touched on a lot of social issues that went on. Had a couple of videos behind it, and then we stopped hearing from you. So tell us what Donnie's been up to since his last album.
I mean, being a person, a lot of people, when you live in this world and you're a police officer or you're, anything you are, a firefighter, people identify you with that and they feel that, oh, that's you. You're the firefighter. No, I'm not. I'm Jack. So what I've been up to is being Donnie, and not the singer. Not the artist, not the singer, not the artist, because I have things to work on. People don't work well in their careers when their personal lives are not going well.
Right, so you needed that break to really focus on yourself and,
Why am I so crazy? Why do I have a temper like I do? Why do I, and you know what? To be totally honest, I stopped you earlier.
So let's start with your last album was The Daily News. Came out in 2007, and the promotion behind it for you and your fans was pretty big because, you decided to let the world know that you're gay, and everybody was even more rooting for you besides you being a great singer and songwriter. And then all of a sudden, after a couple of songs, we heard no more of Donnie.
Stop the interview.
Oh, okay.
Stick to the art.
Stick to the art? You don't want to talk about it?
I sure don't, because I don't think it's important.
Okay.
I think a lot of times people want to out you because you're gay and they want to associate you with, and I'm proud to be gay, but
well,
I don't like
okay.
to test that in my interview.
No. Well, no, here's the thing, though. It's like, it kind of gives something to kind of relate. So I'm not doing it in like a tabloid way, because I wasn't even I just brought that up as part of the whole.
I just want to stick to the art.
To the art only. Okay, cool. So that part, this is going to be edited out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Here, come back in.
I'm sorry.
No. You ain't got no. It's good. Okay. You ain't got to apologize. This is you. This is about you.
be totally honest, I can't really say or go on without really focusing on really what was my issue. And the issue was that I was gay. And I do come from a Pentecostal church where people don't believe in that, and I was taught that that wasn't cool. And when you're taught to be against yourself, you can't really be you can't be happy. So I stopped you earlier, but really, it's just that's just how it is.
Great. I mean, and then the reason why I asked that, because it wasn't something to, say, ooh, some tabloidal or, make sensationalize it. I really wanted to see, like, what you did at that point of your career. It really, like, I don't know if it brought you even new fans or whatever, but I saw this whole big celebration of you in a different light besides, like you said, you really want to be known for your art, but then, especially in this world that we live in today, people also want to relate to you as a person, and I think a lot of people even more so connected with you. So I'm glad you decided to give light to it anyways. So, but even besides the fan support, you still had your own conflict to deal with. So where do you stand in 2012 regarding?
I mean, I don't stand up for a whole community. I stand up for myself. Well, let me put it like this. I stand up for myself first. And then everything is after that. Everybody else is after that. And I wasn't standing up for me. I was standing up for everybody else and going, yeah, you can be, but I wasn't comfortable.
Right. So that was your internal struggle.
That was an internal struggle because of some fact that so many people are so silly about the subject, even gay people.
Yeah.
So it's,
yeah. I mean, even within the community itself,
it's just like being anything. It's like sometimes we don't think that white people kill white people, but they kill each other every day.
It's not just the
assault. Yes, we don't just kill each other all the time. Everybody does it. Excuse me. We just don't kill each other every time. Everybody does it. So basically, what I'm saying is that I had to be to the point where being gay wasn't a big deal. It still is something to talk about. I mean, a problem a little for me, but it's a newfound freedom.
Good. So basically, you're at a better place now than where you were when you were dealing with it. So it didn't have anything to do with like label pressure, or was that part of it too?
I mean, no, I don't feel that at all because they never talked to me about the subject.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Really, to be totally honest, I felt that being a political artist, and not so much talking in romance about romance and all of that type of stuff, that I could be me more. I mean, if I said I was, it wouldn't be really a big shock because it really has to do with politics. I mean, even now in 2012, we're dealing with the subject of gay marriage, and when you got the NAACP and the president saying, they're behind it, it's time to stop living a lie, especially if you're doing yourself harm and doing others harm by, spreading HIV. We spread more disease by being in the closet, and we got to be a better world. Why can't I be me and love my man, my partner, and you love your wife, and you do you, and I do me?
Right, basically it's like mind your own business, because you know what? Me marrying another guy, me being in a relationship with another guy has nothing to do with your welfare. Is I mean, I could definitely go on and on about that with you, and I mean, it seems like a great topic, but like you did. Okay, so musically, you left off at Daily News, and you see, I mean, I'm sure you haven't been a stranger to what's been going on out there musically, especially with now today the trend is dance pop and that whole Eurocentric techno stuff. People are asking other artists these days, where do you see the state of R&B right now? So I want to ask you that, because many people will say you're a true soul R&B artist. So in 2012, and even years preceding that, where do you see the state of R&B?
I mean, well, It is what it is. Things have they have to transform. They cannot stay the same. The sun goes down and then it comes back up. And we don't ever want the sun to go down. If the sun to go down, we will burn up. And I feel that when things decline, like the state of R&B or the state of the quality of music these days, when they decline, it's the sun going down. That's all it is. It just reviving itself and it'll come back up and be something else. It's nothing ever dies. I mean, really, truly.
Well, because I would say probably between R&B and country, those two have been the genres that have been there since the beginning and still is today, regardless of how popular it is. So since you being an artist who have been on both the mainstream side as well as the independent side, can you share with us, as you go into your next musical journey, which we will talk about, what did you like from both sides, and where would you see yourself headed there now, as far as independent versus mainstream?
Independent is the best. Mainstream, you're a slave. I feel that in this world, you're born into slavery. You're being born into a body. So, you're already in a program while you're in a culture. But for somebody to come along and tell you what to do with your art and they're not even an artist, I feel it's a slap in the face and an insult. So now that we are in a better place, when I say a better place, I mean now that we are online and music industry is really, really getting a kick in the butt, because of the simple fact that
they're not listening to the fans. Well,
they're not listening to the fans, but they're also suffering for what they have done in the past. And now that a person who has their own art can appeal to millions of people without having to even talk to you, that's a real a downer for them, because the music industry is not making money like they used to, and it's good. You need it. You need a kick in the butt. You're a bunch of nobodies, and that was from me.
You got it exclusively. So you get into 2012, is there new music or new projects on the way?
Well, there's a new project on the way. It's more so has to do with it's a collaborative effort, and when I say that, it's more vocalists, not just me. You know what I mean? It's me and Robbie. It's Rolane, and I'm trying to talk to Julie Dexter and Avery Sunshine.
I love Avery Sunshine. I've seen her in Chicago like 2 times this year so far.
Yes, so I'm talking to them to get onto the album, because the album is really a soundtrack to a musical that I have called The American Mythology, and the American Mythology to me is new life for me. It is the color section rebirthed.
So this is basically where we see Donnie today, 2012.
Yeah.
Love that, man. And so would it be around the same formula as we heard of you? No. Talk about that.
Just different person.
Expanding.
2002 is a decade ago.
Okay, great.
You know what I mean? People grow and people shed their skin and have new, you know what I mean? So it's just going to be different. I feel that it can only be experienced to know. You know what I mean? Then we can really, really talk about it. But the American Mythology it's colorful. It's it's eye catching. It's not anything that won't be played. I'm gonna get played.
That's
you know what I mean?
Especially here and everywhere else online.
I want my money too. You know what I mean? People, I feel that I've done this for the real reason, and I feel that I'm still doing it for the real reason, and I want my check.
I know that's right. Well, I got a couple more questions, and this is from a fan standpoint, because we talked earlier today. We talked about social media, and one of the things I told him I'll bring up in this interview, I said, haven't heard new music from Donnie. I think at that time it must have been 3 years. It was 2009, 2010. And I tried searching and Googling, and old MySpace page, everything was non-existent. I said, can't be, he got to be somewhere, Twitter, Facebook. But then we talked and you said you don't do social media. So it's a two-part question. What made you decide to back away from that kind of technology with your music and your art? And I know you talked about your journey, but then also with your new project, will you be embracing that?
I mean, of course, it is the way. You can't really. It's no disrespect to the new forms, but I just wasn't as into that, because I wasn't Mr. Computer. I'm not a follower. I don't just do stuff because everybody's doing it.
That's the trend, right?
I never have been that way. So, and it's just like, okay, if I like it, I'll do it. If I don't, I won't, But I'm getting more into the computer. And, I'm an old man, old soul, so now I'm more into it. Now I'm more like, oh, yeah, this can help. So, but it still won't be me that's doing all of it. It's going to be somebody else that I'm paying to do it because I don't want to be on it.
No, that's right. I'm always on Facebook and all the other stuff too. But Facebook, I was sharing with Donnie about the fan support. Even it's been 5 years since the last album. We would take songs that we see on YouTube or Amazon, and we'll link it to our Facebook page. Say, hey guys, we love this song from Donnie. It might have had a inspiration or a story behind it, and then everybody asks, where is he? Where is he? You touched on it already in the interview, but I want you to give the fans a direct message on whatever it is you want to tell them about, them supporting you and everything.
Well, I mean, I haven't changed. I've changed. I've grown. My basic structure hasn't changed. I'm still talking about things that matter, not things that are just fly by night. I'm into changing our structure as a human culture, not just changing things. It's like changing things are like, I'm going to get to my point, but changing things are like treating symptoms and not curing. And I feel that we treat symptoms of our society and we don't cure our society by changing the structure. So that's why I stick to real music, or when I say real music, real messages. And I've just been on the low, searching and writing and, doing my next project. It's really, that's why I do it. I do it so that you can, okay, let me put it like this. You're attaching my songs to messages, that's why I do it. That's the whole reason, and I can't be in a world or be in an industry where people are just doing stuff because they look good. They can't sing, so they'll be on a computer, and because they look good, you got looks, blessed with looks, then they make it. I can't do it. I had to wait till it changed, and it's changing now. So now I'm ready.
Wow. Well, you heard that here, and I'm really happy to hear it the way you spit it and stuff like that. So lastly, technically you're back. Will you be performing anywhere soon, or are you waiting until your project grows?
I'm really waiting until I can have some products to sell when I perform, and when I want to present the type of performance or when I can present the type of performance that I want to present, so people will know where I am today. So they won't be thinking about the old Donnie. He is dead. He is not.
Today's Donnie.
He's not
right here.
Yeah.
So, and I want to say I appreciate you for doing this interview. I could say, check off my little bucket list or whatever, because, I told him before we shot this is that, hey, I'm fan number one, but also number two, I just said, I gotta know, did he have new music out? I missed it. What's going on? So I'm very happy that he even agreed to do this while I'm here in Atlanta. That's why it's hot. That's why we're sweating.
Yeah.
And you see all the trees and the sun behind us. We're here in sunny Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
And again, stay tuned for more news about Donnie, because I hope he shares it with me, the new music and stuff, and I'll make sure that you all get to get the first listen of it.
Yes.
All right. Well, appreciate it.
It's all good.
Definitely. We'll see more of you here at the G List. Bye.
Bye.